Hey everyone! Well, it's about that time that I updated everyone with the Red Dead Redemption news. And coming in with PlayStation, Steam, and the Red Dead launcher, and Xbox being the heaviest update, 3.2 gigabytes I hear, versus all of our very under gigabyte like updates. But let's go ahead and get to the 1.19 news. I was able to bring up a nice little forum throughout Reddit that gave us a very accurate source, and they're pretty, well, dead on all the time with their Red Dead Eye. So let's go ahead and dive right back in here. But this is your boy Mac, you're with the MacGyver7 channel, and thanks for showing your viewership so far. But let's go ahead and get to the news. Looking at this, what your system may say doesn't say a lot, and I would personally like to give a little bit better than that situation. And this is what I was able to find. A nice little stable portion of updates with the sizes as well as the situation of the general miscellaneous. I think this was a great way to dive into it for as far as what we can see in the loading screens and performance and some actions in the Red Dead Online, such as which was switching between the game modes and sessions have been now fixed, and in situations of the consoles, PlayStation 1, PC, Stadia, seems like it's across the board for all these fixes. Now, if not, leave a comment down below. I'd very much like to hear what the community has to say about what's going on with these. The improvements and issues where the pitching camps was the players in the menu would have a very well flashing portion of incorruptible point. The Chips has packed up your camp alert would basically hit the freaking screen as you're like, what the hell? So the improvements of the situation will probably more than likely be more applicable for people that are more into the camp time experience in Red Dead, since there's so much to be offered within inside of there. Besides that, moving on in the 1.19 fix in the RDR2 is the network issues that should be reduced within the change of players' camps being packed up during the Dynamite session switched between the Red Dead Online. So that means seems like somehow you're being plugged into the server of the campsite sometimes, and they're just going to go ahead and extinguish that. And I got that when you're in posse. Sometimes you would notice the posse would be extinguished and you had to disband and reband and allowing people into it, but it was like a simple fix. But I'm glad that they're starting to see a little bit more of some issues, because there was a wide rounded portion of what people were experiencing in this game, and like being able to, if it be network or if it would be on RDR2s, whichever it might be. Besides the situation and what they pushed past that for as far as the cause portion of the camps inside of the RDR Online not swarming correctly when approaching in the marker blip on the radar, it just wasn't able to like actually appear. And I had that many times where I would go into an area where I would just be like, dude, where the hell is my camp? And then I would just have to walk up on it. But then again, I just used the respawn refix fix, but it seems like they kind of hopefully fixed that inside of this situation. Looking on past that, the horse inside of the ride being kicked off even in posse mode, which is a very interesting one. I never really got that one too much, but moving on past that, the frozen horse would be able to not be able to move within the Red Dead Online sessions that sometimes would be able to appear inside there. The fixed several issues where some players in the horse's visuals abruptly, the cleanest, not correctly, after dismissing and resummoning the Red Dead Online session. So coming back and forth between the servers, you'd have some issues. These will all be linked down below. And that's pretty much the news, partners. It doesn't seem like Red Dead was really forthright for the RDR2 forums for as far as the gaming newswire, but I was still able to find like a very reliable source. This was really great, but I am reaching out to you, the community, to tell me what is actually happening out there. So, hey, help me with a comment down below, and cheers for your time. If you're new to the network, you can always like, share, and subscribe. Helps me as a creator, and it's absolutely free. And if you do it today, who knows? Maybe they'll actually write the next portion of Rick and Morty. Please subscribe to that, because that'd be awesome. I really want Rick and Morty to come back. I'm like having really... It's not cool, man. I'm like watching the old episodes, and they're great, and I'm like, oh, there's no more. But as that, it ends it. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice day, and see you guys and gals in the near future.